Good morning, pausers. It is Suzy Beaumont here from Change Your World. I hope you're all doing well. We have almost completed one whole week of the 30 days of pause challenge. I hope you have been enjoying the content that Neil and Danielle have been sharing this week. I've certainly been taking a lot out of it myself. I'm certainly learning new things, and it's a good reminder to have these daily reminders to have this moment of pause, because in our busy lives it is so easy to let this practice slide or just let the demands of the day take over. So I want to find out where you're at right now, because this, now that we're sort of 6-7 days into this challenge, this is where the real sort of tipping point starts happening. So we had the initial launch, there was the enthusiasm, the motivation, you were all inspired to do this. And as the week goes on, there may be two things happening for you. So you might be getting to the point where you're absolutely loving it, you're enjoying what's coming up, what you're learning, what you're discovering, what you're observing, the self-awareness that's coming in, and just the peace and calmness that this is creating for you. You'll be enjoying the space and the ideas, the creativity that's hopefully started to come in, and just becoming aware of the thoughts that are coming up for you. And maybe you weren't aware of some of the inner dialogue that you were having with yourself that perhaps isn't the most empowering, or maybe you're observing really lovely positive things about yourself. You really great ideas are coming in, that you are really connecting with yourself, and you are feeling a really solid, resilient foundation that you're creating for yourself. Or you might be at the stage where you're like, oh my God, I don't have time for this. Oh, there's that reminder coming in. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing that 30-day challenge, that pause challenge. Oh, I haven't got time. I'll do it later. And you might have started off with some gusto at the beginning of the week, but you found it starting to slip. If you're in that situation, the first thing I would ask you to do, first of all, just take a pause and reflect and think, okay, why is that? Why are you putting yourself at the bottom of the pile? Why are all these other demands taking priority over you, your health, your well-being, and your happiness? Because that's what this is about. This is what this mindfulness challenge, taking a pause, it's about creating health, happiness, and well-being. It's creating space in your life for you to become aware of what's working for you, what's not working for you, and some of the areas that you need to work on to change, and to some of the areas you actually need to let go of, and just things that are not serving you. So if you are finding that you're at that stage now, it really does depend where you're at. We're only giving generalized advice here. You have to have a real honest appraisal with yourself. And sometimes life is just busy. Sometimes we're, launching something, there's a deadline to meet, and sometimes it's just necessary that we have to do those things. That's okay. But it's making sure that that busyness doesn't continue at that speed and that pace forevermore, and that becomes your new norm. If we find ourselves returning back to a place of calm and a sense of balance, and that's okay. That's when it's a good time to pick up this challenge again and start that daily pause. I'm a huge advocate, even when you are busy, of always trying to get a 10-minute pause or mindfulness into your day, because it will help you and support you through those busy, challenging times. It will make you more resilient. It will give you stronger foundations. It will be like, being a branch in the wind. Instead of breaking, you're just bending with the challenges that come. The things that come up, instead of you snapping, breaking, you are just flowing with it. You're going, I'm swaying in it, I'm responding to it, and I'm going with the flow. This is what mindfulness and taking a pause and creating space in your life allows you to do. That feeling of overwhelm is when you have got too much going on and your brain is too full, which is why it's so important to take a pause challenge. However, I am somebody that is a doer, and sometimes, I can't even relax enough in that pause moment and all I'm sitting there thinking about is, "Oh, do you know what? While I'm doing this, I could be doing that, and I could be getting on with that," and it actually causes me more anxiety. So if that's you too, my advice is, go with what's right for you. And if it's causing you more anxiety to take a pause, then just carry on doing it. But make sure that when the deadline is complete, you return to this practice. Now, as you know, my talk was all about the power of daily practice, and that is what I want you to encourage you to continue to do, to reinforce the power that comes from a daily practice, because it is those small micro actions that create a ripple effect. What you do today, deciphers all your tomorrows. It determines your tomorrows. So what you put in today will create the future. So ask yourself, what is the future you are currently creating? Are you currently creating a future that nourishes you, that brings you joy, brings you well-being, happiness, health? Or are you creating a treadmill of busyness, of stress, anxiety, health problems? Where is your current daily actions taking you? And, this is where we really need to have an honest appraisal with ourselves and sort of say, okay, actually, one of the simple techniques that we teach here at Change Your World is just to do a simple thing of what brings you joy. Write a list of the things that bring you joy, and then look at and work out the time that you spend working on those things that bring you joy. Because first and foremost, so many people, we become adults, we forget how to play, how to enjoy life, and we just go into this robotic auto mode where everything is serious and we've got responsibility and demands on us, and we forget to have fun. This whole challenge, if you are of a place where you're thinking, oh, this is just becoming a chore, then I want you to stop, take a step back, because this is meant to be fun. This is supposed to be an enjoyable experience for you so that you can learn about yourself. And even if you are finding yourself going, oh, this is a chore, this is frustrating, I haven't got time for that, then embrace that, because that is teaching you something, that is showing you there's overwhelm in your life. You're out of balance with something, and there's some things that need to be ditched. Look at your life and go, right, okay, what am I doing that I could be stopping? What is taking up valuable time, space, energy, and my joy that I could actually just let go of to create some space in my life? So that's a simple exercise that you can do. If you are in a position where you're absolutely loving this, you've really embraced this challenge, you're loving what's coming up for you, what you're learning, the space, the ideas, what the deep inquiry that you're starting to become aware of, who you are, what your values are, then share those, share them in the group. Share all your experiences in the group. We really want to learn and hear where you're at right now, because that's where the real growth comes from. By sharing those experiences, it embeds your learning for you as well. Record it in a diary, write it down so that you reinforce that learning. It really connects with the brain chemistry. And yeah, let us know what's coming up for you. Are you being triggered by anything? Are you being, a thought's coming up for you that you thought, oh, hadn't become aware of that before, wasn't sure what does that mean? Because this is the thing, when we stop being so busy, things do come up that we have been avoiding, and that can actually be uncomfortable. So if you are experiencing that, please do reach out for support, because we are here to support you along this journey. It's not a case of doing the 30-day challenge and then we just leave you to it. Please do reach out for support. We've also got, obviously, Change Your World. I've got 50 plus coaches that I can put you in touch with. We have daily coaching that can support you with all kinds of things to help you along this journey. If you're really starting to get to the point where you're like, I'm starting to recognize there's areas I need to work on, then get the support that you need, because there's no shame in getting coaching. There's no shame in getting support. Like when we learn to drive, we get a driving instructor. If we want to get fit and healthy, we'll employ a personal trainer, possibly. If we want to learn about a healthy diet, and we get a nutritionist. So why would we not get a coach for our life to help and support us to create our life so that we can lead the life that we really want to live? So I'm going to leave it there with you. I'd love to see your list of joy, what brings you joy. I would love to hear how you're getting on, where you're at. And if you're enjoying this challenge, if it's raising some challenges for you or some triggers, please do let us know so that we can put in the right tools and techniques to support you along the way. So love to you all. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all soon. Take care. Bye.